And we back, baby. Welcome back to Check Down, man. We back for another week, playoff week, for another segment of where we need to check down, who we need to check down for the playoffs week 15, man. Let's get it started, man. But first, I got to respect our sponsors, you know what I'm saying? So let's run it, baby. Football is money. Whether you're a diehard fan, fantasy manager, or just in it for the drama, we're here every week to bring you the action and analysis you crave. Plus, don't miss a beat. Follow Football is Money on all social platforms for extra updates and live game insights. Join the team, subscribe today, and let's make every game count on Football is Money. Much love, man. Football is money. If you need them parlay hits, if you need to get some money in your pocket, you gamble, you into that, football is money is what you need. Football is money. I'm a I wouldn't say founder. I would say I'm just a co-host of that podcast, man. I will put the link below this time in this podcast so you guys can get it. Now, man, playoff week, right? It's the first week of playoffs. Some people start next week, but most people start this week. And it's getting intense, right? We have a lot of players who need to be started simply because they're getting into the playoffs or they're in the hunt and they need to play hard, like I told you guys on the last episode. But first person that you guys need to check down on the waiver wire is my boy, Isaiah Davis, man. Isaiah Davis. He's that guy, man. Let me get rid of myself. But yeah, Isaiah Davis, he's the running back for the New York Jets right now. If I'm not mistaken, your boy Breece Hall is injured, and Braylon Allen, he's still a rookie. He got that rookie blood in him. Both of these guys are rookies, if I'm not mistaken, or one of them might have 1 year above the other. Either way, both running backs are very dynamic. They're very strong, built very forward tough, if I could say, and they're ready to start. They're ready to play. Last week I think Isaiah Davis scored around 13 fantasy points against Miami, and that was a game they really needed to win, but they did not win, and that's a bummer. So, whatever. It happens, right? It happens. So Isaiah Davis scores touchdown and loss to the Dolphins. Isaiah Davis had 10 rushes for 40 yards and a touchdown in the Jets' Week 14 loss against the Dolphins, adding 3 catches for 27 yards. Davis scored the Jets' lone rushing touchdown and split the backfield with Braylon Allen with Breece Hall knee sideline. Davis and Allen each logged 22 pass routes on the day. Davis, who scored a touchdown in Week 13 against Seattle, appeared far more explosive and quick than the lumbering Allen, and could see even more work in Week 15. You see the stats right there. If Hall remains out. If Hall remains out, yeah, plug him in. If Hall comes back in, I'm not sure he's going to get a lot of snaps, but right now, why play Hall, right? Like, you're going to need him next year because you're not doing nothing this year, Jets. Like, let's just be honest. But Isaiah Davis is a good pickup if you have injuries. Anybody who has Christian McCaffrey, this podcast, this episode right here is for you, because these running backs that I'm highlighting are probably the only thing out there, right? The only thing you can really hope for, right? But in all reality, they're available, right? I think Isaiah Davis is available in 11%, like only 11% rostered, right? So it's a chance that he's out there. So get that. He has a lot of snap counts, right? So 13.30 points, 9.77 the game before. Anything before that, all you see is donuts and ones. Throw your ones up in the sky. You feel me? That's all you see. But this guy right here is someone that you guys should look for, right? Someone you guys should, potentially, right? Potential candidate for, for pickup here. And don't get me wrong, right? Don't get me wrong. Everybody doesn't need these players that I'm highlighting, right? So I don't want people to be like, oh my God, you told me to play this guy. Yeah, I told you to play this guy, but it's based on matchups and what you have available. If you have other people available, I mean, if you watch football, you should know who's available. And, just bypass Isaiah because you probably don't need him if you're in first place or something. But if you're like sixth place, you just barely, scraped into the playoffs. Yeah, this is for you. And next up, we got Marvin Mims Jr. Marvin Mims Jr. You know what I mean? If you don't know him, you know what I'm saying, you're living under a rock. Like that's all I can tell you. And he's stepping up. Even the coach is saying, geez, like I didn't know what I had, right? I didn't know what I had, and I want to step it up because he should be using him way better than what he is right now. Let's be honest. Sean Payton needs to, come to reality here, man. Because this guy is a special player. But Broncos said, Coach Sean Payton said, I'm mad at myself that we didn't begin looking at this earlier when asked about Marvin's Mims' expanded role as a running back as of late, which they've been plugging him in as a running back, bro, which is crazy work. He's like a Swiss Army knife, like a Taysom Hill type of player now. He does such a good job running when you watch him return punts that you can vision him carrying over to certain runs in your offense and in certain things in the passing game, Peyton added. Mims has lined up as a running back on 21 plays since week 10 per PFFF. And over that time span, he has touched the ball 25 times in in 4 games. It's not quite a flex-worthy role yet, but perhaps Peyton will emphasize Mims' role down the stretch. Hey, I would. Why not? You got a rookie quarterback. He scored 24.90 points, before the bye week 14. I think we should look at that guy. Swiss Army knife, man. He's playing alongside Cortland Sutton, and I feel like the dynamic duo is primed for like an electric game, especially a game they cut coming up, against Indiana. It's going to be a great game, and it's going to be a high-scoring game, I feel. People feel like Anthony Richardson out of there, but I don't think so. I think he's going to play his heart out. That's what I think, But I could be wrong, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But let's just say I'm right. For right now, Marvin Mims is in, 2% roster. So you're silly if you have injuries and you have players that aren't performing because my boy right here, he's ready, man. He's ready. He's ready for the big leagues. He's ready to be in your starting lineup. So pick him up right now, today. Pick him up today, right now. The game starts in a little under an hour. Yeah, get on that waiver wire, start picking people up. And Marvin Mims is one of those people that you must pick up. Next person that you really need to pick up, we're going to go to the city of sin, right? Ironically, the city of sin. Well, I wouldn't say he's named after the city of sin. I would just say he's pretty sincere. Sincere McCormick, running back for the Raiders, man. You see his stats. I'm not going to say that stuff out loud. I don't need to tell you out loud, right? You see it. You've been playing for a while now. You should know who Sincere McCormick is. If you do not, I feel sorry for you. Like, I feel very bad for you because this guy is owned and rostered in not 2%. Hold on. Let me look at this. Let me make sure I know I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? He's rostered in 16% of all fantasy leagues, people. 16%. I think y'all need to see him doing something in the background or something. 16% in all fantasy football leagues. And this guy is a stud. He's a standout candidate. And I feel like he's that waiver wire ad of this week. Go pick him up. Sincere McCormick, his stats, they speak for themselves, bro. 9.53 fantasy points, week 14, 7.47. The production is going up. If you look anywhere above that, you will see nothing but donuts. But that's because he wasn't starting. That's because certain people weren't hurt and was preventing him from getting his start, preventing him from getting his shine. But now he has the opportunity to get his shine. Now he's going to get his shine. Now you should start him. 6th place, 5th place, trying to get a playoff win. I feel like this guy is a sneaky steal, just like Guerrero for San Francisco. And you might want to start him tonight too, because I just saw that my man is he might be back, Jack. And he had a foot injury, so But if you do not have him, you guys need to go on the waiver wire, pick up Sincere McCormick right now. Stud player, absolute stud. Okay, we're going to go on our plane, right? We're going to get on the plane. Because I feel like McCormick is a no-brainer. Like, I don't need to, keep insisting with him. So, the next player we have, tight end, Stone Smart. Stone Smart plays for the Los Angeles Chargers. You see his stats right there. Very, very impressive young man. Does his thing. Can't lie. Would you be starting him if certain players were hurt? No, you wouldn't be, right? You wouldn't be. That would be silly. But Smart is the most dependable tight end that you could possibly ask for right now in fantasy football. If you're desperate, which some people are desperate for a win. Some people see their matchups and they're like, bro, there's no way I'm going to win. And you pull off a win, that's where that joy, that's where that excitement comes from, right? The people that are in first place that you get to knock down. If you're in 6th place, if you're in 6th place, you're going to play, I think, the 2nd place, 3rd place. But you get what I'm saying. The people that had a better record than you, they won't be expecting a play like this. Would I start Stone Smart? No. Not going to lie to you. I wouldn't start him. But if you're desperate and you need a tight end that's somewhat dependable, Disley is hurt, Stone Smart, step up, my boy. Step up. It says he's a wide receiver, but he's not a wide receiver. He's a tight end. Does he play something like a wide receiver? Sure. Sure. Whatever you want. But these are his stats right here. Incredible stats. Psych. His stats suck, guys. Let's be honest. His stats are god awful, but like I said, man, we're in the playoffs. I gotta add people, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta put people on here. He's rostered by nobody. 0%, bro. Like, he's in 0% rostered. That means he's out there. Does he have a lot of donuts? Yeah. But he wasn't starting. He wasn't playing the whole time. Boom or bust, but mostly bust. But as I said, if this is your week to make it in the playoffs, you got to do what you got to do, man. I'm just saying. You got to do what you got to do. Would I do it? Nah. But like I said, these are top waiver wire pickups. You know what I mean? These are the top waiver wire pickups. To me, in my opinion, he could be sneaky play, in my opinion. I could be wrong, right? I'm not perfect. But anyway, since we're already in California, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next player. Patrick Taylor Jr., my boy. Running back for the 49ers. Now, at the time of this recording, let me I want to be clear because I know people, they like to talk ish. At the time of this recording, Garendo is reinstated. Allegedly. Do I trust that? No. Nah, I don't trust that. I don't depend on Isaac's foot. I feel like they're going to split the backfield because he is injured, because they do need help, because they're desperate. Let's be honest. It doesn't look like they're desperate, but they're pretty desperate if you ask me. Now, Patrick Taylor Jr. is rostered in 6% of leagues across Yahoo. Now, that means he's available for pickup. Again, would I pick him up? Would I pick him up and plug him in? Nah. Not if Garendo plays, because I feel like if Garendo plays, he's probably going to get the bulk or those goal line touches. Or it could go either way. When it's an either way type of day, I do not play. I'm going to say that one more time. If it's a either way type of day, I do not play. As in, I do not start you. You know what I'm saying? But those are my selections for the week. So we're going to go over that again. We got Marvin's Mims Jr.'s. We got Sincere McCormick. We got Stone Smart with 2 T's. And then we got Patrick Taylor Jr. You know what I mean? Check them out on the waiver wire. Again, these are not going to save your season. These are not people that are going to save your season. Could they potentially get you points on the board when you have people that are not getting you points because they have broken legs or arms, etc.? Sure. Roll the dice. You got to roll the dice, man. You're in the playoffs. Do you want the money or not? Do you want the money or not, bro? That is the question. A lot of people in the playoffs, a lot of people want to get over that hump, and a lot of people are focused. Are you focused? Are you watching this and telling yourself, okay, yeah, this man knows what he's talking about. I'm going to grab this guy. Even if you don't need these guys, someone in your league might need them. Someone that you're playing. Strategize, man. Grab these guys, especially McCormick. I would not let him out there if you don't have a running back. And also, I feel like, Taylor, pick him up as a handcuff because San Francisco is terribly injured, deprived of superstars, deprived of that electric fire they bring us any given Sunday. But today is Thursday, and they play in about a little under an hour. So these players are available on the waiver wire if you didn't pick them up on Tuesday or Wednesday. If you didn't pick them up on Wednesday, it's cool. If someone else did, it's cool. You come in here getting the stats. You're getting the facts. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important. Fantasy football check down. Thank you guys for another episode. Thank all 4 of the individuals watching right now. I really appreciate it. So if you guys want to comment below and follow the YouTube channel, please do so. Until next time, we out of here, man. Peace.